Hey everybody, Rob from Karma Chameleon coming at you with another ProRevenge story. Manager destroyed my headphones, so I destroy the restaurant. Let's jump right in. This is a cross post from r/malicious compliance, but a lot of people were saying post here too, so here's my story. I worked at a fast food restaurant, and at the time this happened, I had been working here for a year and a half. A bit of context, I was 17 at the time, and I have anxiety. It can vary in the severity on a daily basis, but I sometimes have really bad sensory overload. So I bought myself a pair of noise-canceling Bluetooth headphones that can block out all noise. These cost me £220. These were a major investment for me as I was only a part-timer and made about £160 to £300 a month, depending how many shifts I worked. One day was particularly busy, so I didn't get my break until 5.5 hours into my 8-hour shift. Technically illegal, as because I was 17, UK child labor laws applied. But I didn't say anything, as either giving us our breaks way too late or way too early and having too much time afterwards was a common occurrence here. Anyway, on this one day, I was on my break. I had just gotten my food and sat down in the staff room with my headphones on. I had no music on, but the quality of noise cancelling was that good, I couldn't hear anything. I'm sitting there eating with my back to the door, and my manager walks in demanding me back on shift as soon as possible. I don't hear this, but also remember I was like 5 minutes into my 45-minute break. He must have thought I was purposely ignoring him because he came up to my side and started screaming so loud I could hear his voice through the earphones. It wasn't that loud, but I could hear him. I go to take off my headphones and he starts shouting louder, calling me ignorant, good for nothing, and how he needed me back now, no excuses. Hearing this, I was on the verge of tears, trying to stop a panic attack from happening. I try to calmly explain that I've only just gone on break and I'm still eating. If he wants me back after I finished eating, I'll come back, but not earlier. I pointed at the dessert I had purchased from the store as if to say, look, I've spent money here. I'm eating this before I do anything. He storms out and I quickly collect my things and go sit in the front with customers as to avoid any more employees or managers. The restaurant was fairly busy, but still had a number of free seats, and as I was technically a paying customer, I was allowed on front. Even though it was busy, no problems normally if the restaurant is quiet, just don't like it when busy, I sit down and finish eating my meal and my dessert. I pull my phone out to check if I had any messages. Instantly, I felt someone tug on my shoulder. It was my manager again. My headphones were on, so I had no idea what he said, but he then violently snatched my headphones off my head, pretty much hitting me in the process, and snapped my headphones and told me to get back to work. Normally, I would have just shut down and been unable to process what happened, but my parents had talked to me a lot about my rights because of my mental state. I could be a pushover. My manager, looking proud of himself, told me to get back to work. I told him to go f*** himself and pay me back for my property. At this point, the whole restaurant, about 20 customers, are staring at us. He said he isn't gonna pay me jack because I'm incompetent and the headphones were a piece of junk anyway. I was pissed and I told him that was illegal. He just chuckled and went, "Sue me." So in my proudest moment ever, I went to my bag and took out my notebook. Anyone who saw what happened then, I want to take a statement off you. It will require some personal details and I'll require a bit of your time, so please stay here if you can. If not, leave a name and number and we'll get it later. My manager looked shocked at me. I stormed into the kitchen and grabbed one of the assistant managers. Figure of speech, didn't actually grab him, just to clarify because assault, and made him back up the CCTV so it couldn't be deleted. Then I went around getting people to write what they saw and leave names, numbers, etc. My manager just stood there and starts instantly apologizing. I pull out my phone and then call the police and explain what happened. They come and arrest him. I give them the statements, they double check everything with everyone who left, and they got CCTV. He was charged with criminal damage and assault. He wasn't imprisoned, instead given probation, but while all this was going on, I managed to sue him and the restaurant. The restaurant under discrimination, as the headphones were coping with my anxiety and also breaking child labor laws. The restaurant was fined thousands and had to shut down, while they had to pay out £4,000 for the discrimination. The manager himself ended up having to pay £1,600, including court fees, for property damage, emotional damage, including counseling fees. Let's just say, if you do something wrong, don't tell the person to sue you, because they can, and will. I feel like this story might be a little far-fetched. In the beginning, they tell us about how much anxiety they have. They even have headphones to block out the noise of other people. But when this issue happens, they become extremely outgoing, talking to all these other people to get their info. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Once again, this is Rob from Karma Comic Chameleon saying thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.